do Blue Skies, and hopefully there won't be an echo or anything like that. I am trying to stay blissful. It's hard this week. Okay. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love, my how they fly. Those blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Well, I never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love, my how they fly. Those blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Okay. Whew. All right. Hey, big bro. My brother's here. The middle boy. He's still big bro to me. Glad you're here. Ah. This week has been challenging because part of the reason that I started doing this was to connect with people, especially those that didn't get to see me on a regular basis when I was busy gigging all the time. But another reason was also to introduce the fact that I am doing this now, that I'm doing virtual, that I'm doing virtual, I'm offering virtual services now. Um, and hopefully that will transition into being able to take care of myself again. Because before I was able to do it by making music only. And I started to actually reach out to some of my former assisted living clients and library clients just last week and let them know that this was a possibility. And I got a whole bunch of bookings, which was great. But going back into preparing for gigs and doing all of the paperwork that comes with doing bookings and all of that kind of stuff, and trying to balance it with preparing for the show, um, it was a challenge. And I wasn't very blissful, and a whole bunch of things came up for me this week. So I needed to hold on to blue skies in order to ground myself. Um, I'm grateful for the gigs, and there may be some things with Bliss Breaks that I need to figure out in order to get them done, because the description box has a lot of information and I do a whole lot. It takes a lot of time to prepare all of that. But today I had to forgive myself because I didn't get the playlist done before getting everything else together for the show. So the playlist will go in afterwards. So you'll have to check back if you want to get other covers of all of these tunes and more information about all of these tunes. I will do that after the performance instead of before. And whoosah, I'm very critical of myself when it comes to stuff like that. So I've had to blue skies myself, bliss break myself into being okay with the fact that that's not in there. Um, Keith and Joe are having fun in the chat box. Shabba wee wee wee. Did you get it, Keith? I did it. All right. So, along with all of the stuff that's going on in the world, there was something that just kept kind of in the back of my mind, kept kind of ringing really, 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 really low, a low buzz. And I had to do this song to kind of, I made myself laugh when I chose this song. And some of you may know why. Some of you will figure it out. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song that keeps Georgia on my mind. I say Georgia, Georgia, a song of you. It's as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly, but in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. I said, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. It's that old sweet song that keeps Georgia on my mind. Other arms, they reach out to me, other eyes, they smile so tenderly, but in peaceful dreams I see the road, it keeps leading back to you. I said, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. It's that old sweet song that keeps Georgia on my mind, on my mind. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat box. Someone realized they heard an echo because they had two tabs open. I couldn't do anything about that. All right, I'm glad you realized that. Thank you. Let's see. Wondrous says I'm giving y'all sexy eyes. All right. That makes me laugh. So Georgia was written by Hoagy Carmichael and Stuart Gorell in 1930. And the first person to record it was Hoagy Carmichael. But in 1960, Ray Charles decided to take it and do what he was going to do and pay tribute to his home state. It would become a #1 hit for him. And in 1979, I think it was 79, yes, It was officially adopted as the state song of Georgia. And in 2003, Rolling Stone magazine declared it as one of the greatest songs of all time. Louis Armstrong recorded it. These are people that recorded it before Ray Charles. Louis Armstrong, Billie Holiday, Dean Martin, the Hi-Lows, Jack Lemmon. And then after Ray Charles recorded, the Manhattans, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Etta Jones, Gerald Albright, Annie Lennox. I'll tell you, it's been recorded by quite a few people. Leon Russell recorded it too. All right, so that's Georgia. Can anybody figure out why I did Georgia? All right. I have a couple of announcements that I wanted to remember. I put them down on my little thing. So I was telling you that I don't know if you guys could hear me. I don't remember if you, I don't, anyway. So part of this week was a bit of a struggle because I didn't have time to get done all of the things that I wanted to get done in the chat box. Usually I put I do a whole lot of background work to prepare for this gig, not only preparing the music and creating all the backing tracks. I also do a lot of research on all of these songs, and I share all that with you guys in the form of playlists, so you can kind of extend your experience here. And I hope you've checked out some of those playlists. I didn't get to complete them before. The A student in me, I was a straight A student throughout grade school and high school and all. So the straight A student in me is very, very upset that I couldn't finish all of the tasks before I started the show. But the adult in me says, okay, sometimes, you like that commercial, that Loves commercial. Sometimes you do cloth diapers and other times you get loves and move on. So I'm getting loves and forgiving myself. And I hope you forgive me too. I will be putting that information in the chat box after the performance this week. So the announcement that I have is part of the reason that I wasn't able to complete a lot of stuff in terms of preparing for the show was I actually started booking again for December. And that takes a lot of time doing paperwork, going back and forth with deciding on dates and kind of moving stuff around on my calendar, adding stuff to my calendar. There's a whole lot of administrative stuff that happens, and that takes a lot of time. So with that, one of the bookings didn't have any other option but a Wednesday at 7, which seems to be a very popular day. Most of the people I was able to push away and say, hey, I'm already doing something Wednesdays at 7. But this one is, they couldn't pick another date, which is okay. And I need to pay my bills. So I agreed to go ahead and do Wednesday, December 2nd at 6. I'm going to be doing for a library, and it'll be a holiday themed show. And I'll double check with them and make sure, and I can give you the information, and maybe you can just go to that show too. So what I'm going to do is I'll still do a Bliss Break, but it will be at 6 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. And that's in 2 weeks. I'll remind you again next week. And then if you're on my mailing list, you will see that the time will change, and I'll make sure that I remind everybody that it's at 6 instead of 7. So that's in 2 weeks, December 2nd. Next week, I'm planning on doing a bunch of songs that reflect gratitude and thank you and stuff like that. So How Sweet It Is one of the songs I'm going to do because it's thank you, baby. and if there's a song that's a thank you theme that you would like to hear, I will try to put it on the list. I only do about 5 or 6 songs. So, but if there's something that specifically sticks out for you, I will try to add it if it's not already there. And I know there's 2 people that have requests, and I am working on your tunes. One of them is Mad About the Boy, which is brand new to me. And I'm working on that for Tim and Fabiano. I will have that soon. I already got the backing track done. I just need to really learn the melody before I sing it for folks. And then the other one is My One and Only Love, and I am working on that one, and I will have that soon too. All right, let me check the chat box. Okay, so y'all still are talking about sexy eyes. I can't get with that. All right, thank you, Carolyn. She says she can bliss out at 6. Bliss at 6. So let me keep going. I talked a bit about last week about breakup tunes or sad love tunes or whatever when I talked about Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow. But early cocktails, yes, Carolyn. But I want to celebrate a group that became a household name by singing songs about broken hearts. Simply because this tune was famous or on number one in the charts on November 19th, 1964. And with it being number one on the charts in Britain, the Supremes would become the first all-girl group to reach number one in Britain when they claimed the number one spot on the charts. But they had already claimed that spot here in the US with a tune that was written by the great writing team of Holland Dozier Holland. And Holland Dozier Holland wrote this song, this next song that I'm going to do, as a follow-up to their first number one hit, which made them kind of break out and become a household name. That hit was Where Did Our Love Go? And they wrote this next one, and then they would go on to write 3 more number one hits for them. And again, most of the number one hits or top 10 hits that were hits for the Supremes were about breakup. Check that out. So I'm going to do this one, and I hope that you sing along. Even though I can't hear you, I can feel you. Ooh, baby love, my baby love, I need ya, oh how I need ya. But all you do is treat me bad, break my heart and leave me sad. Tell me, what did I do wrong to make you stay away so long? 'Cause baby love, my baby love, been missing ya, ooh, miss kissing ya. Instead of breaking up, let's do some kissing and making up. Don't throw our love away. In my arms, why don't you stay? My baby love, my baby love, why must we separate, my love? All of my whole life through, you know I've been good to you. Why you do me like you do? I get this need, ooh. Oh yeah, need to hold ya once again, my love. Ooh, baby love, don't throw our love away. Please don't do me this way. I'm not happy like I used to be. Loneliness got the best of me, my love, my baby love. Why you do me like this, my love? After I've been true to you, why you do me like you do? I'm so deep in love with you. Ooh, till it's hurting me, it's hurting me. Oh, baby love, don't throw our love away. Don't throw our love away. Don't throw our love away. Ooh, my baby love. All right, so baby love, baby love, baby love. And I read something else that who was it? Lamont Dozier, who wrote the music, and he would collaborate with Eddie on the melody and with Brian Holland on the lyrics. He actually wrote this song, and he said a lot of the songs that he wrote for the Motown label about a first love that he couldn't get over. So, you know, it was a lot of songs that he wrote that were inspired by her. So I hope she feels special. She should feel special. All right, let me check the chat box again. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Keith, I can't with you. I really. Oh, Keith wants me to do a Gap song. I don't understand why you are so obsessed with Charlie Wilson. Anyway. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. Okay, I'm not doing anything else. All right. Let's see. Aw, Fred, thank you. I'm glad your wife is singing along. I'm glad you like the songs. Okay, again, I'm one of those people. Sing about bad love. I got to sing about good love. I got to turn it around. I got to turn it around. So I figured I would pick another song with baby in it. One that's a good love song that starts with baby. So let's do this one. This one was actually featured on the Bridges of Madison County soundtrack in 1995, but the song originally came out in 1965. So there's something about hanging in there, because 30 years later, your song could be used on the soundtrack and it could restart your whole career. You never know. I'ma hang in there. Baby, I'm yours, and I'll be yours until the stars fall from the sky. Yes, yours until the rivers all run dry. In other words, until I die. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until the poets run out of rhymes. Yes, yours until the sun no longer shines. In other words, until the end of time. I'm gonna stay right here by your side. Do my best to keep you satisfied. Nothing in the world will drive me away. Every day you'll hear me say, baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until 2 and 2 is 3. Yes, yours until the mountain crumbles to the sea. In other words, until eternity. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Till the sky falls down. Baby, I'm yours. Yes, baby, I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours. So that was written by Van McCoy and originally recorded by Barbara Lewis. And Van McCoy had recorded a demo version of the song. And Barbara Lewis listened to it, and she thought the vocal quality, his vocal quality on the recording, was so great that she wouldn't be able to kind of live up to it. And she kind of hated the song for that reason. So when she originally recorded it, she purposely did not bring her best to the recording. And the label was Atlantic. Heard the recording, and they were like, "No, you got to go back into the studio. We're going to have to overdub you, all this stuff." So she went back into the studio, and she wasn't going to do her best until her manager suggested that his young daughter could sing it better than her, than the way she was doing, because he knew that she could do it really well. And she got pissed off. And with her anger, she re-recorded the song in one take, and that's the one that you hear on the radio. So again, it's always interesting how these things kind of come about. So I've got one more song for you tonight, and this is Flown By, as usual. This song is an original, and it's one of those songs that came and just kind of like poured out of me, which happens sometimes. Like I'll get an inspiration And that afternoon, if I sit still, the song just comes. It just moves right through me. So this song is one of those. Um, I was in a class actually, and one of the students was talking about love. She really, really wanted to experience love like she'd never experienced love before. And she said, I want a soulgasmic love. And I was like, what? I like that word. I'd never heard, a word like that. She was like, I want it to rock the core of my soul. That's the kind of love that I want to experience. And for me, a love like that is not something that comes from outside. It's not, a romantic love. It's not a familial love. It's the love that you find for yourself when you absolutely fall in love with who you are, so that you can shine your light in the world from a place of love, of bliss. So we were sitting in the class, and one of the other people in the class was just like, look, that's a title for a song. I said, I know, right? I was thinking the same thing. And so he said, well, if you don't write it, I will. Challenge. So that afternoon after class, I actually went and I was sitting alone eating by myself, and I heard a beat, and literally Soulgasmic Love came running out of me. Just all the lyrics, the words, the form, everything happened. Thank you, Karen. So I'm gonna do this, and it's one of those words that's like, ooh, is this too racy? But again, the way that I see it is a love that is universal, but it's the love that comes from within, the one that explodes your heart for you, so that you can be a great conduit of love and of joy in the world. So here is my song, Soulgasmic Love. And I've got a little Stevie Wonder treatment at the end that I do. Ooh, yeah. Woke up this morning, I jumped straight out of bed. Had a very strange feeling that I will never forget. It was something that I prayed for quite some time. Something indescribable and oh so sublime. It was a soulgasmic love washing over me. Oh yes, a soulgasmic love. Now I feel free. I found a soulgasmic love. No longer willing to hide. Oh yes, a soulgasmic love. And now I must abide. You see, I had ignored me for so many years. Giving from my reserves brought me so many tears. I had to turn away from distractions outside and find that love within that was longing to shine. I found a soulgasmic love washing over me. Oh yes, a soulgasmic love. And now I feel free. I found a soulgasmic love. No longer willing to hide. A soulgasmic love. And now I must abide. The sax player is my friend, Dave McDowell. He's always here every week. So hi, Dave. Hi, Carol. Play the song. Woo! It was a soulgasmic love washing over me. Oh yes, a soulgasmic love. Now I feel so free. I found a soulgasmic love. No longer willing to hide. A soulgasmic love. Now I must abide. Soulgasmic love. All of a sudden, I'm basking in an overflow. Soulgasmic love. one that I share everywhere that I go. No longer in lack, I'm so divine. I'm not wanting, it's with me all of the time. Soulgasmic soul, gasmic soul, gasmic love. A soul, gasmic soul, gasmic soul, gasmic love. Soul, gasmic soul, gasmic soul, gasmic love. Ooh, 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 ooh. I found a Soulgasmic love. Yeah. Soulgasmic love. I got a soulgasmic love. A soulgasmic love. It picks me up off my feet. It makes me spin around in joy. Ooh, yes it does. Yes. I got a soulgasmic love. A soulgasmic soul, gasmic soul, gasmic love. And it keeps going. Yes, it does. It goes really long. It's like I never realized it until I'm actually singing it, that it just keeps going. Because I get to a place where I'm just rocking in the music and it's just fun and it's all that stuff. So, again, thank you for coming every week. Some of you have been here since the very beginning, and this is episode number 6. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching and giving me the energy to connect with you and to feel that back and share that with you. Thanks for a wonderful night. Thank you for acting crazy in the chat box, my friends. Wondrous Keith and Joe. I appreciate you giving me the laughs. And I will see you all next week. Again, if there is a thank you song that you want to hear, I will try to put it in the playlist next week, because next Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving. So I wanna say thank you. Aw, thank you, one, just for the hearts. I appreciate that. So I am going to turn off the video camera, the stream, and if you want to chat in the chat box, I'll be here for a few more minutes. Thank you again. Bless you. Be blissed until I see you again next Wednesday at 7. Good night, everybody.